Nike released the Air Force One in 1982, intending to retire its production by 1984. But this twist in the history of the Air Force One transformed it into one of the most iconic shoes more than 40 years after its first release. It also helps that it's one of Nike's best sellers, bringing in a neat profit of about $300 million every year. So what's the process behind this iconic shoe? Put on your Air Force Ones as we journey through the production process. Nike positions itself as a sportswear company, necessitating a dedicated research and development team. The Nike Air Force One combines a few of Nike's inventions, including the Nike Air technology that provides a comfortable sole with high-level shock absorption capabilities. However, the research is not restricted to shoe technology. Nike also invests in customer research at this stage to understand consumer needs. The development and production of Air Force One were motivated by the desire to create a comfortable and protective shoe specifically for basketball players. Bruce Kilgore is the designer behind the Nike Air Force One. He designed the shoe in 1982, drawing inspiration from Nike's hiking boot, the Nike Approach. The shoe is the first Nike court sneaker designed specifically for basketball players. An architect by training, Kilgore brought his unique perspectives to the shoe's design, creating a sneaker that optimized the player's energy while preventing injury. Part of this was designing a shoe that would provide stability to the player while providing flexibility for pivoting during play. He did this in several ways. First, he designed an angled sole that offered more contact with the court. He also added concentric circle treads to the shoe's sole for easier pivoting. Kilgore also used innovative Nike Air technology to add shock-absorbing features to the shoe. Nike Air technology uses pressurized air inside the shoe sole to provide a comfortable, lightweight shoe that compresses on impact and bounces back once the foot is off the ground. The shoe also has a dipped Achilles pad to support the Achilles tendon during foot movement. For ankle protection, Kilgore designed the sneaker as a high-top shoe with a cushioned ankle support to protect the players. He added a hinged eyelet design and variable width lacing to provide a comfortable fit and better ankle mobility without compromising quality. Kilgore also added a perforated toe box for breathability and ventilation. Once the design was complete, Nike produced a number of the shoes and took them to basketball courts and colleges across America. The shoe samples became a hit among basketball players, and Kilgore used the feedback to finalize the design for mass production. During the design process, Nike also creates a design brief that guides the next steps of the production process. Nike works with a global network of suppliers to acquire high-quality materials. For the original Air Force One, Nike used real leather, foam, and rubber. Today, Nike mostly uses fly leather, which uses at least 50% recycled real leather combined with synthetic fibers to create a material similar to traditional leather. Nike also uses natural and synthetic materials in its Air Force One. These materials are sourced per the company's quality and sustainability standards. Nike outsources its sneaker production to factories in Asia. Their main factories are in China, Vietnam, Indonesia, Cambodia, and Thailand. The Nike Air Force One is assembled in these factories. Automated cutting machines cut the materials according to the shoe's patterns. The parts of the sneaker's upper are then sewn together before the rubber sole is attached. During assembly, the factories must use high-quality sewing thread and good sewing techniques to ensure that each element of the uppers is firmly sewn in place. These factories must also adhere to Nike's design brief to ensure each shoe meets the specifications. The assembly also includes adding the shoe's accessories, including the logo, eyelets, and laces. The production process combines both automation and human labor to ensure high-quality production. Nike does not manufacture its shoes. It outsources the production process to Asian factories. So how does the company ensure that its shoes are high quality? Nike does this by working with a list of pre-vetted suppliers and factories. When contracting a new materials supplier, Nike takes them through a thorough new source approval process to determine whether the supplier or factory meets Nike's quality, performance, and sustainability standards. Nike also consistently reviews the product and relationships with its contract suppliers and factories to ensure consistency in product quality. These reviews will include site visits and management appraisals. The company terminates relationships with third parties that fail to meet their standards. The factories that Nike works with also adhere to different manufacturing standards, which include incorporating quality control during the production of each Air Force One shoe. Nike also provides a design brief that provides guidelines on the appearance of the final shoe. At the end of the production process, each Nike shoe is evaluated for defects and quality before packaging and distribution. Nike also allows dissatisfied customers to return defective shoes they buy through Nike's authorized distributors. Traditionally, Nike packages shoes in double boxes, but the company's push towards sustainability has led to packaging in single boxes. All factories receive custom Nike packaging boxes with Nike's branding and the shoe information printed on them. The shoes are packaged at the end of each production cycle and marked with the product batch number and production year. Once packaged, they're distributed to Nike's official distribution stores and retailers for consumers to purchase. Nike heavily participates in the shoe distribution stage, including the Air Force Ones. It also engages in heavy marketing efforts through collaborations with athletes and sporting brands and runs highly targeted advertisements in traditional and online channels. Since their debut in 1982, Nike Air Force Ones have transcended their origins as a basketball shoe to become a global cultural icon. Known for their timeless design, versatility, and connection to music, art, and streetwear, Air Force Ones have evolved into more than just a sneaker. They're a symbol of self-expression and community. Whether worn by athletes, hip-hop artists, or everyday enthusiasts, the Air Force Ones have consistently bridged the gap between performance and style, solidifying their place in sneaker history. This cultural phenomenon showcases how a simple design can grow into a statement of identity and influence across generations and continents. In 1983, the original six, a lineup of NBA players including Michael Cooper, Bobby Jones, Moses Malone, Calvin Nat, Michael Thompson, and Jamal Wilkes, wore the shoes to the court, marking the beginning of the shoe's popularity. Nike discontinued the shoe in 1984, however they reintroduced it after 3 Baltimore traders petitioned the company and ordered more than 2,000 pairs. The shoes sold out just as soon as they were shelved, taking them from the court and onto the streets of Baltimore. Nike tapped into the shoe's popularity as streetwear by introducing the Color of the Month Club, which saw different color iterations of the sneakers. This program also became a significant historical moment for the collaborations that would arise in the future designs of Air Force One. The collaborations propelled the shoe's popularity in the 1990s. The Air Force One would cement its position as a cultural icon with its adoption into hip-hop culture in the 1990s and 2000s. Notable artists like Nelly, Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Eminem sang about them in their songs or wore the shoes on their albums, making the Air Force One a significant symbol of hip-hop subculture. Today, Nike continues to innovate with Air Force One through collaborations with designers, athletes, and pop culture icons. Such notable collaborations have resulted in limited edition Air Force Ones, including the luxury Air Force One made from real crocodile skin. The shoe was made for the company's 25th anniversary celebration in 2007. Other notable anniversary releases include the 2017 collaboration between Nike and designers Virgil Abloh, Travis Scott, Don C, Acronym, and Kareem Burke, and the Louis Vuitton by Nike Air Force One released after a collaboration between Nike and Virgil Abloh. A retelling of the cultural significance of the Air Force One would be incomplete without mentioning the all-white rendition of the sneaker. Not only does this offer a clean canvas for sneakerheads who love to express their artistic leanings on the shoes, but it is also a status symbol. The ability to maintain the whiteness and scuffle-free appearance of the shoe is a symbol of wealth. It's also unsurprising that the all-black Air Force One is the second most popular Air Force One shoe. That's all we have for today. Let's continue this conversation in the comments. Are you an Air Force One diehard? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.